Het wordt steeds normaler om te verhuizen voor je werk. Maar wanneer je kinderen hebt die mee verhuizen, krijg je te maken met onderwijsvraagstukken. Want hoe zorg je ervoor dat zij ook daar verzekerd zijn van goed onderwijs?
Traditionally, we would see expats moving with their children, and expat children would choose for an international school for the time that they would live abroad to then return to their home education system. Whereas nowadays we see people moving for different reasons, and we also see children who move to a new country with the intention of staying there long term. So then there's other educational solutions that we want to explore with them, such as whether the public education system offers them the opportunity to finish their education and fulfill their academic potential. I think the difficulty is that people are accustomed to a way of decision making in education, similar to what they grew up with themselves. And then you move to a new country and the new education system, and all of a sudden you don't know how to decide what is a good solution anymore. So what you need is the information to make well-informed decisions, factoring in things that you might not naturally think of as a parent yourself. So different curricula types, cut-off dates that impact what grade the child will be placed in, the moment in the curriculum where a child would learn to read and write, all sorts of curricular differences that you might, as a parent, don't typically think of. So we try to give parents the information to make well-informed decisions about the education of their children.
So the way that it works is that oftentimes an employer will come to us asking for support for their family they're going to send abroad. As you can imagine, they're also a stakeholder in making sure that this assignment works. And so when we get that information, what we will do is request some background information about their children, to know kind of what their unique learning needs are, to know what their academic experience has been so far. Once we've gotten all that information together, we'll have a consultation with the family where we give them advice on what educational opportunities are going to be available for their children. We always make sure that our advice puts the children first, and this is really important so that employers and families can make good decisions in terms of what needs to be put in place for children during the assignment. Our teachers here will create videos, fun interactive games, and all sorts of online activities for children to do to make maintaining Dutch fun while they are in another country.
I believe it's in our genes to want to make life better for future generations. And typically when families move around the world, they do that with the intention to bring chances to their children that they didn't have themselves. So if education would then negatively be impacted, the whole move in itself wouldn't make as much sense. So for children to both have the experience to experience another culture, another country, while also enhancing their education, that would be a key to success and to global citizenship.